Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Time to take that walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys and gals, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. I certainly do appreciate you spending a little time checking out this beer. And this beer is New Orleans Lager and Ale. Short abbreviation is NOLA. That's what you see on the can here. This is their Moon Shoes. These guys are down in Louisiana. Of course, New Orleans. The company brews some really tasty stuff, guys. I've had some of their stuff before, and I find it very, very tasty. This comes from Brandon C. down in Texas. He picked this up and sent it to me. And only thing he writes is Moon Shoes, new to Texas, just released. So they're distributing their beers in his neck of the woods. So Brandon, thanks a bunch. I do appreciate it. This is a big 16-ounce can, wrap around, stick on label. This is not a huge beer, guys. It's a 7%er. That's about where when I start looking for a beer here, that's where I start looking as far as ABV. If it's not at least a 7%er, I usually don't pick it up or buy it, guys. That's where I consider that's the IPAs that have enough taste for this guy. If it's 6.8, 6.9, I may consider it if I've not had it before, or if I've had it and it's a good beer. But normally I look for the 7%ers and larger. So let's run over to Untapped and see what kind of commercial description they have here. And they just say same thing as on the can, which says here Moon Shoes Galaxy IPA, India Pale Ale. And guys, the Galaxy hops are Southern Hemisphere hop. Sometimes I can taste a little spiciness in the hops from either New Zealand or Australia. Sometimes I can't. So let's see what this one brings to the table. On the bottom of the can, if I can read it, it says Best Buy 08-24-18. Not a fan of the Best Buy dates, guys. I don't know what kind of shelf life they're giving it. Today is May the 26th, so and they're giving it 8. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe we're lucky and they're only giving it a 3-month shelf life. But I want to know when it's put in the can, and then I'll make that decision, guys. So that's where we're going to leave that. There's nothing else I don't think we need to talk about. 25 IBUs according to Untapped, so 7%, 25 IBUs, and a Best Buy date. Hopefully they're only giving it a 3-month shelf life. That's what I think IPA should be. And some brewers give it longer, and some give it less. So let's see what this brings to the table. First beer of the day for me. So let's get this thing popped to top, as they say, and get it into the glass. Looks very cloudy coming out, guys. Food pairing cuisine is curried in Thai, cheesy, peppery, Monterey, pepper jack, sharp, blue, cheddar. Your more pungent, stronger cheeses. Meat, poultry, fish, shellfish, and salmon, and I add grilled meat to that. Glassware, pint, bacaronic, tumbler, mug, stein, Sidel. I'm using my favorite tulip glass today, guys, and not recommended for scented celery. So drink them fresh, guys. Fresh as you can get your hands on them. And according to the thing here, it's $4. It looks like that's what he paid for the beer. We'll do the back end pour before I go off camera. Very cloudy, guys. Very reminiscent of what a New England style unfiltered beer looks like, guys. not super bright. It's a little dingy in the color, but still, I would consider it in that category. So let's get it to the nose and see what we got. Very nice hop aroma. Grapefruit, pine, pineapple. Nice and citrusy, not super citrusy, but I'm getting a hint of some oranges and some mango. Maybe a little bit of peaches and apricots. Smells very, very nice, guys. Very nice. These guys do some really tasty stuff. They really do. I've had some before, and would probably buy them here if I could get my hands on them. I'd rather see a canned on date than a Best Buy date. That would be my only derogatory thing to say about the beer so far. It's time. Let's dive in. I'm thirsty. How about you? Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Brandon. Very nice. I am getting a little bit of that spiciness in the taste on this one. Very pleasant. Very, very pleasant beer. And I think I have brewed a couple of batches with some Galaxy hops before. I don't grow them here, but I have used some hop pellets before in the Galaxy family. So pretty tasty beer. It really is. Well, before I go off camera, like I normally always do on these big cans, let's get the back end pour in there and see if it changes anything. I don't see how it possibly could. I don't see any big chunks or anything coming out of it. But sometimes it's hard to see that pouring the beer. I'll be able to see that in the bottom of the glass as I get to the bottom though. So, real tasty beer. So it's right out of the fridge, 40 degrees. Let's let it warm up, let her sip it. And I'm going to sip it. And we'll come back and see where it falls in the grade category. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sipping on it about 30 minutes or so. Awesome beer, really. Very tasty beer. If it had a canned on date, that's the biggest plus I've got. The best by dates, enjoyed by dates, used by dates. Anything by date is not popular in my book. Let's just put it that way. If you want to put that on there after the canned on date, tell us when it was put in the package and then when you want us to have it by, I don't have a problem with that. But I don't know. I'm probably guessing at this, saying they're giving it a 3-month shelf life, which is appropriate. But I want to see that on there. They've got the machine to do that, and they choose to do the Best Buy, which I'm not a fan of. So, very tasty, very enjoyable. Brandon, thanks a bunch. This is an awesome beer, guy. Final chug. Awesome example of a New England style beer using a Southern Hemisphere hop, the Galaxy hop. Very well done. Can't taste the alcohol whatsoever, but it's only a 7%, but still very, very pleasant beer. Guys, I would probably give this a little bit better rating than what I'm going to give it because of the Best Buy date. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10, but it would probably get to 10 if it had a canned on date. I want to see that, guys, and they have the machine to do it, and they choose not to. So, and I choose not to give it a 10. So that's their prerogative, and that's my prerogative. So 10 beer and a 9 can because of the Best Buy date. I would buy it if it was available here and it had that information instead of the Best Buy date. And I'll probably get some flack over it. Oh, you shouldn't take points away from whatever. I want to see the canned on date. That's what I want to see, and I'll make that decision instead of you telling me when you want me to have it by. So, awesome beer, guys. It is very tasty. Numeric grading for me would be a 98. It's that close to a 10. Over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 4.18 in their exceptional range, and pretty sure it's a fairly new release, like Brandon told me. Not a whole lot of reviews or ratings on this beer. Only 2 people have commented on Rate Beer. Over to Untappd. They have it at 4.21. Also, A numbers from those guys. Not the best numbers I've seen. It's not in their 10 category as far as I'm concerned, but I think it's a 10 beer. I just wish they would put a canned on date on it. So, if you've had this from NOLA Brewing, their Moon Shoes, let me know what you think if you can get your hands on it. And until we meet again, let's go see what's in that fridge.